So listen, if I look tired, it's because I am tired. Eyes all red and shit. Throat feels better, but hurts a little. I never told y'all that my throat was hurting. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? We are reviewing The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 3, Episode number 8, Scentertainment. If it's your first time visiting my channel, what up, though? Go ahead, click that red subscribe button to become a ray of sunshine. And everybody, those who are subscribed, getting ready to subscribe, been subscribed. If you haven't done so already, click the notification bell so you're alerted of all the videos I upload going forward. So we pick up where we left off on episode 7. They are at Nemacolin at dinner, their last dinner before the trip is over. And we had just been dropped the bombshell about Ray asking Karen for a divorce. Well, you know Karen, she puts a spin on things and she says, oh no, that was before time. That was a long time ago. You know, we all have issues and that's why he had asked me. But it was a while ago. And I was thinking, well, what's the relevance? Why would you talk about it now if it was from previous? I don't know. Was it just so that she could be relevant and have something to talk about? Well, as you see later, she gets Giselle in a room, closes the door and tells Giselle, hey, listen, I'm closest to you. I've known you longer and I would have told you about it, but it's not really a big deal like that. But I think he wanted a divorce because he's trying to protect me. And like Giselle said in her confessional, so if it was a long time ago, why would he be trying to protect you today from the whole IRS scandal? Come on, Karen, we need to make sure that if you're going to lie, keep your lies in a straight line so that they make sense and you need to keep track of them. If not, just tell the truth, honey. He was going to ask me for a divorce. If things ain't working out between us, yes, I'm fooling with blue eyes. Anyway, in this same scene, Ashley and Robin, they go and take Karen's wig out of her room, go through her personal things, take her wig. Now, while they're doing that, I'm like, this can surely go left. It can go left, but my heart hopes that it goes right. I had no clue of what they were going to do, but here comes Miss Ashley imitating Karen as Quran, and I mean, kind of pegs her. She should have put a fake mole on so that she could have really been Karen Hugler. Alter ego. Well, the night ends with all the ladies, or not all of them. Let's see, Monique, Robin, Ashley, and Sharice in the hot tub having cigars, enjoying one another's company, having a good time. So then they fast forward to present day, or their present day after Nemacolin, and you see Monique talking to Chris about the trip. You also see Candace talking to her, Chris, and Ashley talking to Michael. Each of them giving their variation of the story. One of which being Monique saying, I'm done with those ladies. They're shady. And everything is concern. I'm concerned. But really it's all shade. And that she's upset that Ashley would insinuate that she was drunk, that she had 4 drinks, and that's what caused her to have the accident. At the same time, you hear Candace giving her side of the story, and she also says the new word is concern. Everybody's concerned. Are they talking? Are they having conversations for them to be lined up? I feel like Bravo, the producers of the show, would have showed us that. So maybe they're 2 separate thought processes that just happen to line up. What y'all think? Let me know down below in the comments. But she was saying how all the ladies are just really not concerned. They're pretty much messy. And then you had Miss Ashley, who was also saying, you know, about the blow up with Monique, and that she was really drinking, and that maybe she does have a problem because she was drinking before they went to bed and was throwing up in the bushes. Put a pin in that one. You know, I'm really ready to hear about Giselle and Sherman. Like, they keep giving us little drops. I'm 2 seconds from just Googling, because you know this was like filmed, what, a year ago, 6, 7, 8 months ago, whatever. So I'm sure I could find something about their relationship. But I'm going to wait, because I like to the suspense and the buildup. But you can see that Gizelle is visibly concerned about her relationship with Sherman. She hasn't talked to him. They've always talk, as she keeps saying. And now she feels like, oh, he's afraid. You know, People Magazine did an article on the two of them, and now he's scared. He's shying away from it because he's a very private person. Child, let me tell you something. I can't wait to see what happened. I want to know why. I want to know why. She even mentions her ex-husband, who's a pastor. We all know Pastor Jamal Bryant. And he was a communicator. And so she's used to somebody communicating. If there's an issue, baby, let me know that there's an issue. But I'm going to have to agree with her on that. Like, we need to know. Call me on my shit. Even though she crazy as fuck. Because Gizelle is starting to work my nerves just a little bit. As much as I like her, I'm starting to not like her as much. Like, we also see Karen briefly here. And she talks about, goes to see Matt, who they keep listing as his assistant, as her assistant, but Matt is really a PR person, like he's a marketing person. Call him what he is, not her assistant. Like, she goes to his office to see him, so not her assistant. I mean, maybe she rents him out or pays him according to when she needs him. I don't know, but I'm not sure about it. Anyway, she tells him about her new journey of wanting to create a scent, to bottle it, to sell it as a perfume, and that she needs him there to, you know, to document the journey, to see how it goes along so that he can be the marketing genius he is. Let me back up and say this. Karen did say, hey, ladies, I want you guys to be part of the, what did she call it? I want you to be part of the discovery phase of my fragrance, and I'm going to have this event, and I want you guys to go. Okay, so now we're back at Matt, and he says, well, do you know where you're going to have it? Yes, we leave Karen. And we go to Dorothy. I'm sorry. We go to Miss Candace. Miss Candace and her mother, Miss Dorothy, are going shopping for a venue. They are meeting the wedding planner at this beautiful hotel with the ballroom. We find out that their budget is about $120K, right? We find out that she may need to scale down some of the things that she wants because it would double her budget, right? Okay. But in addition, what we see is the dynamic between Miss Candace and her mother, Miss Dorothy. And honestly, I just feel like Miss Dorothy is projecting her feelings and emotions about Candace's dad on her, Walter, on to Candace. Like, Candace is a little girl. And yes, listen, ladies, get mad at me if you want to. I grew up in a single home, right? Single parent home, and I'm still a daddy's girl. You saw Candace say that her dad was active in her life, that he was always there for her. But he did leave when Candace was a baby. That's what Miss Dorothy says. He left us. He left you when he was a baby. And she pretty much says, I need you to understand that men will leave you. They'll cheat on you. Like, I'm looking at Miss Dorothy going, you are so bitter right now. Like, you want her not to enjoy this moment. It should be a great moment for her. And yes, maybe she might be a little too idealistic and maybe too high up on the clouds. But right now is not the time to burst her bubble, especially if we find out, or especially since we found out that they've had this conversation on numerous occasions. And Miss Dorothy says, you know, something to the effect about Candace not agreeing with her and not seeing things her way and not believing what she said. And I don't think that that's the case. I think Candace understands what her mom is saying, that her dad left them when she was a baby, that he walked out, that he was cheating, etc., etc. I think Candace grasped that completely. And she said that Mom, please stop pressing your personal beliefs up on me from what happened between you and Dad. Like, I think that this was an honest moment, and I am liking Candace more and more and more because I think that she is probably one of the most authentic housewives. Like, this might be her first season, but she is definitely putting it on the table, but definitely being transparent. And I really want her to have a successful relationship, a successful marriage with her husband, Chris, or her soon-to-be husband, Chris. So my question to you guys is, what kind of advice would you give to Miss Candace so that her marriage is successful and it doesn't fail like her mother and father's or his mother and father's? Because you see, they both come from broken homes. What advice would you give them? I would say, me personally, I would tell them that your relationship is a constant work. You're constantly working at it every day. You can't get comfortable in it, and you got to be willing to communicate, compromise, and be committed to this thing. Tell me down below, what do you think? That was me giving you a short version of how I feel, or what my advice would be to Miss Candace. So then we get to Ashley, baby, in this conversation with her mother, Sheila. I can't never remember her name. I had to look down. Honey, if that wasn't a conversation that was much needed, I think Sheila is delusional. Okay, y'all was there for the conversation. Y'all seen that she kept saying how Michael's not returning her calls, and it's a respect thing that you should call the mother back. Well, he might be tired of talking to you, Sheila, because you keep saying the same thing. You kind of keep putting the same buzz in his ear, and he just doesn't want to hear it anymore. He wants you to make the change. And you see the conversation get really, really heated. It's almost like Ashley's the mother and Sheila's the daughter. And I'm not understanding why Sheila isn't grasping what Ashley is saying. Like, Mom, you want me to be in Tent City with you and your boyfriend. I can't do it. I can't do it. He's going to cut me off. And she said it plain and simple. If I weren't with Michael, I could barely take care of myself. Hello, somebody. I think Ashley just got it. I think Ashley just realized that it is better for her to let her mother make her own mistakes. Like, it's like her mother's still a kid. Like, I don't know, y'all. What do y'all think about the dynamic between them? I know we talk about it all the time, and I'm going to talk about it every time because we get new pieces to the puzzle every time we see them. And I think that her mother, the reason she was so over the top and so reactive to Ashley, because she knows that now I'm in a space that I don't have any help. Ashley is really about to cut me off. And she's all like, you got to go back and report to Michael. Like, that was very hurtful for Ashley. And that's when Ashley said, you know what? I'm done, Mom. It's good. We cool. Listen, you do what it is you feel like you need to do because I can't help you anymore. You're not making changes. You want to be with the man. Y'all go live in Tent City all you want. Then she started hollering about how she was going to travel and shit. I said, child, what money you using to travel? And who you traveling with? And how old is Ashley's sister? Do y'all know? I got questions, lots of questions all the time. Okay, so here's where we get to the big blowout. We are at Karen's scent event. It is in this, I guess, room at, I don't know, some facility. Do they tell us what facility it is? Well, anyway, all the ladies come and they're dressed nice. And you see a few other people there. And Monique tells Sharice right off the top, I'm not going to be bothered. These women aren't my friends. I'm going to say very minimal. You know, it's not going to be like it normally is. They're going to see the difference. Like, I don't do fake. Y'all know I like Monique, right? Y'all know I like Monique because Monique is from the hood, though. Like, really, really, really from the hood, though. Even if she is upper echelon, she's really from the hood. Like, y'all can see that all through her spirit, right? Can't you? Because, yeah, you do kind of shut down. Like, I ain't got nothing to say. Anyway, so here we go. Everybody comes in, they sit down, they say hello, they get like a scent education from Miss Sue about the different scents, you know, citrus and floral and woodsy and blah, 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 oriental and blah, 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 blah. So, it gets real messy. That fucking Giselle and that fucking Robin, honey, they are like, like two chicks, like chirping, like gossiping, like always got something to say from the sidebar about everything. They are the mean girls. Like, I know what they look like because I can be a mean girl. Like, you got something to say about everything. So listen. Anyway, so they're sitting along the side over there and they're having a conversation. Like, oh, is Monique's energy off? So when Candace and Ashley get up to go to the restroom, Robin asks Monique, or is it Giselle? One of them asks her, are you okay? And she said, yeah, it's fine, I'm fine. It has nothing to do with either of you. I feel like Ashley did me a disservice. You know, and she explains her truth about the 4 drinks and her being tired, etc., etc. And Giselle's all like, well, this needs to be a table discussion. Y'all, if you rock with me for real, you know how I feel about conversations that are held at a table with a bunch of people. It becomes catty. It becomes chaos. It becomes too much. Attitudes get to flying. Next thing you know, fights begin to happen. And I commend Monique for wanting to have the conversation with Ashley by herself. And if that's the case, I'm just going to say she should have never brought it up to Giselle and Robin, because they weren't going to have that. When they come back to the table, they can feel that the energy is different, that there has been some words exchanged. And Miss Ashley says, well, what's going on? You guys tell me. So Monique goes ahead and proceeds to tell her that, you know, you have not painted me in a good light by saying that I was drinking and driving. Like, you're fucking with my reputation. That's not a good look for me. And they go back and forth for about 5 minutes, and it gets heated and it gets loud, and it gets to the point where it seems like they are about to fight. Honey, words, shade, I don't know, tea spilled, the whole 9 yards. I'm all here for the mess. Like, y'all know I'm here for the mess. And then I see Sue talking about Matt Handless. Matt, did you see Matt sit his ass back down? He was like, what you want me to do with these ladies? They will mop me up, okay? I need to sit back down. And then there's Karen, and she comes in and she puts her foot down, and then she calls for security. Security! See? I tell you, so some bitches you just don't fuck with, because they will always call security. They will always call the police. They will always rant and rave, but are ready to call the police. Miss Hugler is definitely one of those ladies. Anyway, so they do their exodus out of the venue and onto the street, where it continues to get heated and more heated and more heated. And now Robin is being pulled in, because Robin, you know, Monique is not blaming Robin, but she makes a statement that says, even you pointed out a whole bottle of champagne that I drunk on the drive up. Like, it's a girls trip. Y'all ever been on a girls trip? I've been on a girls trip, and everybody on a girls trip be fucked up. There's always 1 or 2 people that are more drunk than everybody else, but nonetheless, everybody gets fucked up on a girls trip. Nobody is judging or being uber righteous. I mean, they are, but in their head, you have a good time on a girls trip. Nevertheless, Robin starts to tell Monique to shut up. Shut up, shut up. Monique is like, say that to me in my face. Well, Robin, you know, linebacker ass Robin looked like she gonna whoop your ass, body slam you. She walks up in her face. Monique backs down for nobody. Get the fuck up out my face before I choke you with this umbrella. See, listen. Fighting ain't fair. So if you end up fighting, which you shouldn't be, because you guys are all ladies, respectable women, everything counts. Hands, feet, toes, whatever you can grab. It works. But nobody should be fighting. But as you can see, honey, Monique was not backing down from Robin. Robin was not backing down from Monique. It was about to be Clash of the Titans. Let us see what's going to happen in episode 9. I'm really like, let me see what I want to see what happened. Anyway, did I miss anything, you guys? Let me know down below in the comments. Don't forget, if this is your first time visiting, click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're alerted of the videos I upload. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching my review of The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 3, Episode 8, Scentertainment. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll see you on the next video.